Man, first off, how you feeling coming off of one of the biggest platforms right now, Verzuz, man? How was that experience? You know what I'm saying? How did it make you feel, and how was the experience of Verzuz?
Man,
Rocking with Rose.
yeah, still riding that wave, you know what I mean? Definitely shout out to Swiss and Timberland for putting it together. Shout out to Rose, you know what I mean, Sneak as well as my DJ Sud. It was it was something that I had been wanting to do. You know what I mean? I've been wanting to do a while, just trying to find somebody to do it against or do it with. You know, my whole thing at first was like Atlanta versus anybody else. So I was just trying to find somebody outside the city. I had thought Meek would be a good competition because we was on the trap rap thing, you know what I mean? So I said I wanted to do it against Meek, and he had respectfully declined. And then like maybe a month later, Swiss hit me and like, you want to do Ross? And I was like, yeah. And so it is the biggest platform for artists during quarantine, and even if it wasn't quarantine, it's you got 2, 3, 400,000 people watching you. They don't even make an arena that big. You dig?
Yeah. So. Did you do a lot of preparation for it, or you just kind of went like, shit, I'm just gonna go kick it, and it's gonna be it is what it is?
No, I absolutely did a lot of preparation for it. I did a lot of studying for it. It's like a real, I take this stuff serious, like a sport. I ate right, I slept right. I had my clothes laid out. I had my list done 2 weeks earlier. You know what I'm saying? My list has been that way because I sent my list to Swiss. Them the same 20 songs I picked 2 weeks ago, so my list never changed. I just, stuck to the script for the most part. I'll turn around and tell my DJ just, we ain't doing no combat. We just gonna play, 20 plaques back to back. That was my whole thing. And man, I enjoyed it, man. You just get it's a cool way to get your roses, while you can still smell them.
A lot of people don't know too, man. Like at this point, the conversations have to change. I was telling people leading up to it that Ross definitely got hit. Salute to him. But I was like, y'all know my partner like it's 10 plus now, right? Since Duffel Bag.
Since Duffel Bag came out. Well, my first solo, and that's another thing what people need to understand. My first solo project came out in 2012. My first solo album. So. These hits that I've accrued and that I played besides Duffel Bag Boy has all been within the last 8 years. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else that's done this Verzuz thing has had an album out, in the early 2000s, and you know what I mean? So just to let people know how much ground I covered in the time, you know what I mean? It's not that I'm a young artist or anything, but just my time getting in and letting people know, no, I was in the game and making some real noise. Duffel Bag Boys was my first official, I guess, offer to the world, with the help of Tune. But that was around, I want to say 07, 08, and that was Player Circle, obviously. But that's something that I will always be grateful for. It will be something that I will always perform. It's like, it means the world to me because it changed the trajectory of my family life. You know what I'm saying? Like then, I wasn't no millionaire then. I can't count like I was no millionaire in 07, 08. I'm just trying to get it, put it together. Still trapping, no cap around that time. So for him to do something like that, it changed my life.
Well,